Well, good evening. I'm Mike Simon, meteorologist here at WBIR. Hope you've been enjoying your day today. I know it's been a little chilly, but at least we got the sunshine to return and see all the people enjoying themselves out on the ice rink. And conditions are going to change very soon. Clouds are starting to move in, and we're going to have potential for a little snow. Not only that, we have some other things going on as well. So light snow is possible tonight, mainly along the Tennessee line with Kentucky and Virginia. Doesn't mean we're not going to see some flakes elsewhere, and I'll give you more of a precise idea coming up in just a minute. Also, it's going to be nice and warm Friday and Saturday. I know, it's a big change. We get some snow in here, temperatures go down to freezing tonight, and then all of a sudden our temperatures go up to about average, if not above, for this time of the year for afternoon highs. But then we're going to get an Arctic blast. A blast of cold air straight from Canada is going to make its way down here, and it's going to be a lot colder than it's been yet so far this season. And there may be a few flakes of snow too accompanying that, especially for the mountains. But first of all, there is an advisory that has been issued by the National Weather Service, and that's not including any of us in Tennessee, but it does include Lee County, Virginia. It also includes Harlan County in Kentucky. Just north of Whitley, McCreary, Knox County in Kentucky is where that advisory is. And that's because it's more likely there are going to be more impacts in those areas from accumulating snow than elsewhere. So just be aware of that. And that goes through Friday morning at 10 o'clock. If you're traveling in that direction, or you have people coming from that direction, perhaps you're living there and you have to get to your destination tomorrow morning, just allow yourself some extra time and realize snow will be moving in. Now, we do have a lot of clouds that have been thickening up. You can see them streaming in. So at times we've had the sunshine, other times we've noticed the clouds, but they will be a lot thicker through the evening and overnight tonight. So we're going to be overcast, and you can see that tongue of moisture already up in Missouri, Illinois now, spreading into Kentucky, and that's in the west part of the state, and eventually it's going to make its way this direction. Now, it's not going to keep coming southwest directly. It's going to come southwest, then go west-southwest, then go east-southeast, got my directions backwards there, and then east, and then northeast. So it's kind of going to come down almost, like a half circle is the way it seems. And that's the reason why it's not going to affect everyone in this area. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that real quick, because it does look like it's going to just come straight down, but what's going to happen is as it's coming down, it's going to curve and then shoot up that way. And that's why it's not going to affect all of us here in East Tennessee. It's going to be mainly in Kentucky, parts of Virginia, and the extreme northeast part of Tennessee. So here's Futurecast to show you one particular solution on how it's going to evolve later on this evening. 8 o'clock, we'll already notice perhaps a flurry or two, but the atmosphere has to moisten. You could have some pellets of sleet, maybe a little grapple mixed in too, but eventually it's going to be all snow. And the bulk of it around midnight, some of the heavier amounts could be happening about then, especially into Kentucky, into Virginia, and even Knox County and northward. We could see some snowflakes, primarily flurries, but there could be a brief snow shower in pockets as it's moving on. Doesn't mean you're going to get a lot of accumulation or any accumulation really. There could be some very light dusting on some cold surfaces, but primarily the amounts to accumulate are going to be north and northeast of us. And then by Friday 7 a.m., you see it's still snowing in some of those counties that are in the advisory up into Kentucky and Virginia. Well, that's why they're under that advisory. It's going to happen a little longer, so accumulation is more likely. Now, throughout the day on Friday, everything moves out early in the morning. We still have cloud cover for Kentucky and Virginia, while we'll have variable clouds here in through Tennessee. So we'll get the sunshine back, and yes, it's going to warm up. We're going to have temperatures go up in the freezing zone, and as it does so, it's going to eventually be warmer later in the afternoon through the evening. Temperatures will get up there around average for this time of the year. So we start off freezing, then we warm up quite a bit. Here's potential snowfall for you, just to give you an idea of what could possibly happen. About flurries mainly north Knox and northward out toward Dandridge is possible, and up to Morristown. Now dusting to a half an inch is possible in spots, especially the further northeast you are. And up in Virginia, especially 1 to 2 inches in some of those counties that are under the advisory. Then a dusting to a half an inch is possible in the northern part of the plateau, and that includes Fentress County and Scott County as well. But it's just right on the edge of brushing us here in East Tennessee, and that's why we're not going to get a lot of concern. Now temperatures go down tonight, freezing. All of us will be freezing, and it'll feel a little chillier when that wind is blowing about 2 to 5 miles an hour, but it's going to get colder. You think that's cold? Look at these numbers. We are going to have temperatures near freezing for morning starts for Friday and Saturday. Sunday 26, Monday 15. Yes, this is definitely a cold blast coming straight from Canada, and you're going to feel the difference. Now Sunday, it may be in the 20s almost all day long. Now tomorrow we'll have high temperatures well into the 50s, and we'll also have temperatures right around average on Saturday. But look at Sunday. The high, that may be at midnight, 32. So we'll be in the 20s all day long with the wind kicking in, and I'll show you those wind speeds. It's going to feel more like the teens and 20s. Sunday and Monday are going to be very raw. You're going to have some layers, certainly the winter coat. You might want the gloves, you might want the scarves, and the hats for sure, because you lose most of your heat through your head if you don't have a hat on. Now temperatures rebound fast. We're going on a big roller coaster here, because tonight down below freezing, tomorrow well into the 50s, then down to freezing and below on Sunday, then way back up to near 60 degrees possible by later next week. That is a huge change in overall conditions. Now here are the 7-day forecast for you. It will be breezy tomorrow too, but it'll be more of a wind to warm us up. And we'll have a lot of sunshine in the afternoon for those that are in the southern part of the valley and southward of I-40. Around I-40 northward, you'll have some breaks in the clouds to get a little sun back. Saturday looks great, so Friday and Saturday are terrific days. But then we have an impact alert for Sunday and Monday morning. Now the reason that is, it's going to be very impactful for cold temperatures. With the lows getting down so low, Monday morning even, 15 degrees, but it's going to feel like the single digits because of the wind. Let me go back and get that wind, because I thought I had it in here, and I just wanted to show you how the wind is going to be on Sunday going into early Monday. And as soon as I get here, we are future wind gusts, and you'll see why it's going to feel so cold. This is Sunday at midnight, and you already see the wind whipping up to almost 15 to 20 miles an hour in the northern reaches, in the plateau, and also northward into Kentucky. Now through time, it even increases. So by 6 a.m. in the morning on Sunday, when we're going to be in the 20s, our wind is going to be up 20, 25 miles an hour in some cases, and that's certainly going to make it feel more bitterly cold. And that wind continues to be strong throughout the day on Sunday, and even Monday morning it's going to be a little breezy, and that's why wind chills could be down in the single digits. So just wanted to keep you updated, and we will continue to fine-tune the forecast through the weekend, and we will continue to let you know if anything else is going to be happening, if there changes at all. The temperatures may be colder, maybe a little warmer, but it certainly looks like we're going to get that brief cold blast that you might not be aware of or ready for. So it's good to be ready in advance. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here again. I'm Mike Simon.